short duration discussion brought by Rector Tongkwat MLA under rules 50 of the rules of procedure and conduct of business with regard to the increased number of seats in Dait, Nongstrong, West Castles. By Rector Tongkwat, please.
Thank you, sir. And I once again thank the Honorable Speaker and his office for admitting my motion to discuss through the short duration discussion under the Rule 50 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business with regards to the need to increase the number of seats in Dayat Nongstoin West Khasi Hills. Sir, even though the name of Dayat Nongstoin has been specifically mentioned here, but I would like to discuss for all others Dayat also, and I think it will be the benefit of the general public, the benefit of the student, benefit of this house, if we discuss all Dayat that we have in Meghalaya. Sir, I agree, I know that all MLAs, 59 MLAs and general public are equally concerned with the difficulties of the student to get admission in the respective Dayat, especially in Nongstoin, where we have the intake capacity only 50 students, whereas the applicants for this year, they applied more than 2,000. They want to get into this training center to get themselves trained so that they are fit for the teacher's job. But sadly, sir, that out of this more than 2,000, only 50 students, they got admitted in this institution, in this training center. So we understand, sir, the problem of the management of this Dayat at Nongstoin and even all MLAs of the district, because this Nongstoin Dayat covering 3 districts, sir, West Khasi Hills, Eastern West Khasi Hills, and our district, Southwest Khasi Hills. So we understand all the MLA of these 3 districts, the kind of problem that we are facing. Students who are trying to get admission there, they don't know the system, the criteria that has been laid down to get admission there, and they are trying always to come to the MLAs and request the MLA's intervention to help them to get admission. I always explain to them that the admission is very fair, nobody can help. You have to sit in the exam, in the entrance test, and I don't know more than that, whether the selection is on merit or based only on the exam that the student, the entrance exam that the student have to sit. Sir, the problem, as I said, that it's continuing and extending to everybody, not only to us in West Khasi Hills, but I hope this problem is prevailed in all the district of Meghalaya to the 7th Dayat that we are having as of now. Sir, another concern, I'm very concerned because our students from Meghalaya, our students from our district, they are running from pillar to post to get admission. And when they do not get admission in our own state, in our own training center, what they do, they are bound to go to get admission somewhere else. Some of them, they went to West Bengal and in so many places in West Bengal. Some of them, they went to Nagaland, they went to Karnataka, to many states to try themselves to get admission in, to get themselves trained in the similar, in DLED. We understand, sir, the problem that they are facing. The problem is that they may fall in the trap of the unrecognized institute, that they may go and when they come back, they waste of their money, waste of their time, but it may not work if they have to go to the unrecognized institution. It had happened, sir, last 2-3 years that our student has been allowed to apply through an iOS, the online exam, and those who qualify are recognized by the state of Meghalaya that they are eligible to apply for MTET in the exam MTET if they have qualified from an iOS. But unfortunately, the Supreme Court has struck down this, and as of now, they are not eligible. Those who pass the online exam from an iOS, they are no more eligible to sit for MTET exam. So we understand, sir, this problem that our students are facing. Why our students are so keen to get themselves trained? There are multiple reasons. Some of them, they are so passionate in the teaching job. They want to get teaching job. They want to get themselves trained. I have met some of them, sir, because of the student, they are so keen to get teaching job. They have the passion to be a teacher, but they don't get the opportunity to get themselves admitted in the respective diet. What they did, they said, even though we didn't want to pursue for B.Ed, but we are very keen for diet, but now we are trying to go for B.Ed. That B.Ed also another difficulty problem, they are not getting admission. So we understand, sir, the problem of our student longing to become a teacher, and their interest has been restricted because they do not get admission in the diet that we have, in the 7 diet that we have. Sir, the government had made mandatory that to become a teacher or to apply for a teaching job, one has to complete DLED, and also not only DLED, but they have also to sit for the MTET. So this is the mandatory that has been put by the state government. Don't you think, sir, that it is our responsibility, it is the government responsibility also to create more infrastructures, to give the facility to the student, as we have made it mandatory to qualify to finish DLED to sit in the MTET exam? Don't you think that it is the responsibility of the government also to create more infrastructures, to provide these facilities to the student to get themselves trained through this training center? I think it is the responsibility of the government, sir, to find a way out to solve this problem. Sir, I just want to justify my request that we need to increase the numbers of seats at Nong Stoin specifically, sir. Even though I said it is the need to increase to all the diet, but specifically I put here in this short duration discussion about Nong Stoin. Why? Sir, this Nong Stoin covering 3 districts, as I have said, 3 districts. You understand? Each block are getting, as of now, only 8 candidates who are eligible to go to this training center from each block. It is very less, sir. I want to justify another reason, sir. At Para, we have 100 intake capacity. And when I see, yes, another thing, at Tharlasken also 100 intake capacity. And then Soora also 100 intake capacity. The question I asked to myself, why not 100 to others diet? I see the staff, the teaching staff that is available as of now at Para, only 6 numbers are available. Yes, there are vacancy, which is shown on the answer given by Honorable Minister on that day, that there was a vacancy of 13 vacancy. At Nong Stoin, we have at present, according to the answer we got, there are 11 teaching staff at present. So my question is this, sir. If Para can manage with 6 teaching staff to teach 100 students as an intake capacity, why not Nong Stoin, who have now 11 teaching staff? Why not we increase to the minimum of 100 or even more than that? That is my justification, sir. So my request to the government, and I know we are very fortunate to have a very young and dynamic education minister. Sir, I think he will not delay this to pass an order that all the diet, especially those diet which have not covered by 100 intake capacity, should be increased immediately to 100 intake capacity. That is my request, sir. And I know it's doable. I know the department can do that. If there is a reason of not having, because we have seen this, the staff, teaching and non-teaching staff, according to the list that I compared, all the diet is almost the same numbers of staff that we have. Especially if we consider the teaching staff and non-teaching staff. If we take the sanction posts that we have, all diets, it seems like it's almost equal all diet that we have. So there is no reason that we cannot increase to 100 intake capacity. Sir, and if we have the reason, if our government have the reason for the infrastructure, I think it will not be a big problem for our government to create an infrastructure for one additional room. And I think since we are very serious on this, because there was a great demand from the public, from the young students, sir, we as MLA of different districts, we are very much concerned of this. If it is so required for the infrastructure and if the government really face problem financially, I think, sir, we will be ready even from our own MLA scheme. If the department think fit to do that, to take some part of our MLA scheme to construct a temporary shed so that we have the infrastructure which will be useful for the students, for the trainees in all these training centers. So my submission is very clear, sir. I want to see the action from the government that we increase all the diet. Like we have Nongpo also only 50 intake, Nongstoin only 50 intake, Tura also only 50 intake, Bakmara also only 50 intake. So all this 50-50, I request that the government can increase immediately to 100. My last submission, sir, the last but not the least, it's very, very important. At Mawkyrwat, since 2011-12, the government has brought hope to people to construct the bayat. That time we don't have the district, so we name it bayat. The construction has taken place, but after a few months, it has stopped and no more construction till today. It is very sad. We are trying, following up, and we are trying to dig out the reason why this construction could not complete for so many years, which has been for almost 12 years. And I feel now there is no point of digging again and again why this construction could not complete for so many years. I want to bring a suggestion to our very own government, sir. Let us stop digging, find fault of all this. But I think we need to forget and scrap this and bring a new proposal, and that is to build a diet at Mawkyrwat, the Southwest Kasihar district, sir. Instead of bayat that has been proposed before. Since we have got a new district now, we deserve to get a diet. So I request, sir, that each and every district, it is very, very important to have diet in each and every district. And I humbly request the government, especially to those districts that has been started in the name of bayat before. It is very, very important to complete now and to do at the standard of diet. And it will be very, very good if we get 100 student intake in each of these newly created diet. It will be very, very helpful to our young students who are aspiring to become a good teachers for the community, sir. With this few words, I conclude my submission, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, we'd like to thank Honorable MLA from Mawkyrwat for bringing and raising the issue on short duration discussion on the Rule 50 on the matters of urgent public importance on subject to increase the number of seats in the Diet Nongsten West Customers. Sir, we'd like to thank our Chenimos and the leader of opposition Sir Dr. M. Sangma, others MLAs, Rupert Mormon, Gabriel Wallong, Matthew Diaz, Bright Starwell, and others for participating in the discussion and for raising and giving the input for the department at the interest of one and all. Sir, at the very outset, apart from thanking them, sir, I would like to inform before this August House that at present, the District Institute of Education and Training Diet, Nongsten caters intake teachers of from three districts, West Castles, Southwest Castles, and Eastern West Castles of Meghalaya. That's since inception of Diet Nongsten West Castles, the number of seats for diet courses is just 50, which is in accordance with the approved intake capacity granted by the National Council of Teachers Education, NCTE. Further, sir, I would like to inform that the process of selection of candidates are based purely on merit through written tests and counseling, and the seats are allotted block-wise, irrespective of Khasi, Jaintia, and Gar community, in order to facilitate the availability of qualified and the trained teachers locally. That's it may be mentioned that the present infrastructure at Diet Nongsten West Castles has been constructed as per the NCTE guidelines. For build-up area is, in respect of jylla course, is 1,500 square feet, and the land area is 2,500 square meter. Hence, for any approval to be accorded to start jylla courses in any diet in the country, they has to fulfill and meet the requirement prescribed by the NCTE. Furthermore, sir, the existing infrastructure is not adequate for any additional intake because, as per the NCTE norms, gotten let down. For any additional intake of 1 unit of jylla will require additional build-up of 500 square meter. That's as per the NCTE norms, the existing intake 50 cannot be increased due to fact that the permission was granted for only 1 unit, that means for 50 seats since inception. I'm to state that with the current availability of resources and infrastructure at Diet Nongsten, the intake capacity cannot be increased. However, sir, the matter will be taken up with the NCTE by the department for formation and Ministry of Education, Government of India for financial support. Sir, I'm happy to inform that the humble members of this August House that the Diet Nongsten has been identified by the Ministry of Education under Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan as one of the Diet Center of Excellence for the year 24-25. On this note, sir, in last years, the Sora Diet has been identified as a Center of Excellence, and the Minister of Education under SSA has been sanctioned more than 6 crores for construction of the buildings and other infrastructure at Diet Sora. And we are expecting the same in the years to come for the Diet Nongsten. And sir, and it will be up. The infrastructure and other required facilities of civil work, additional works will be improved. With this proposed expansion, and it will align with the CO Center of Excellence aspiration, addressing the infrastructure limitation, ensuring quality education with additional staff, and other possible introduction of 4-year integrated teachers education program ITEP in order to meet the growing demand of qualified teachers in the region. That's The government of Meghalaya and Education Department will be submitting the DPR in respect of diet non-stint to the government of India through Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, Meghalaya, after obtaining permission from the Ministry of Education. Sir, another milestone to this, I'd like to inform that the ADB project, another classroom will be constructed at Diet Nongstint West Castles, which will address to the need and aspiration of the students, teachers, and educators.